I know I was already introduced, but I'll introduce myself again. From the Rotary Club of Pacifica with a classification of law enforcement, my name is Dave Bertini, and I am your assistant governor this year. I've been working with Jake since before he took the reins of the club to try to help as much as possible. And I want to put myself out there to everybody here also. If you have anything that you need that maybe Jake can't answer, you could always come to your assistant governor and I can help you with that. But today I get the great honor and pleasure of introducing our district governor. Jeri Fujimoto joined the Rotary Club of San Carlos in 1989. She held all offices in her local club and was president from 2001 to 2002. She has served in Rotary District 5150 as an assistant governor, chief of staff, has been on several district committees. She and her husband Jim are Paul Harris Fellows and believe that we should all give what we can, whether it's through dollars, volunteerism, or heartful kindness. DG Jeri is completely devoted to the mission of Rotary and world peace through service. DG Jeri is a retired youth development supervisor from the city of San Carlos, San Mateo County, working with youth ages infant to 20 years old, including special needs children. She's loved building assets in young people to help them become caring, competent, and successful adults throughout her career. She's received several awards, some of those including San Mateo County Women's Hall of Fame induction for outstanding achievements and contributions to youth, the California Parks and Rec Society's Distinguished Professional Award, and the Award of Excellence for the construction of the San Carlos Rotary Youth Center. In addition, she has received numerous awards for exemplary leadership and service from the San Mateo County Board of Supervisors, the U.S. House of Representatives, the California State Assembly, and the San Carlos San Carlos School Board and California PTSA. DG Jeri believes that Rotary membership is a fabulous positive role model for our young people and who are our future leaders. By being Rotarians who care about their local and international communities, we take action in creating a better world. Happily married to Dr. Jim Buchanan, a biotech consultant with a son Justin and soon-to-be daughter-in-law Felina, Jeri and family love to travel and learn about customs, culture, traditions, as well as tasting the cuisine and wines around the world. Originally from Hawaii, Jeri and Jim have made their home in Belmont, California, in the heart of District 1550. Ladies and gentlemen, DG Jeri Fujimoto.
Well, thank you, Dave. And thank you, Jake, for inviting me to come to your club last night and today. It was really, the board meeting was really a lot of fun because Ken and Jim were there.
Yeah, mostly Jim, on the pro budget.
Kind of crazy. Good morning, fellow Rotarians, brothers and sisters. So do you want to learn a Japanese phrase? Say yes, sir.
Yes, okay. I guess we're going to.
Yeah. So, hadaka no tsukiyai. Repeat after me. Ka, no, tsukiyai. Hadaka no tsukiyai.
Hadaka no tsukiyai.
I'll have another drink.
Slow, slow in this club. Okay, so do you want to know what it means?
Sure,
Yeah.
Sure.
let us know.
Okay. It means naked, we are all the same.
Okay, wow, I like that, let's get naked.
You know what? Every time I say that, there are always some Rotarians that raise their eyebrows. Now in Japan, there are geographical areas called onsens. And this is where the geothermal activity is very, very high, and hot water bubbles up from the earth. Now the Japanese utilize this, this gift of nature to create these beautiful outdoor baths. And it's very, very relaxing. You sit out there under the stars in this hot water, you're drinking your cup of sake. There's nothing like it. It's beautiful, relaxing, and it's a soul cleansing experience. Now the Japanese in the past had communal baths where everyone would go to catch up on the local news, share stories, and help each other with issues and problems within the community. Now the baths were gathering places for the whole community, a place where everyone was equal. Men, women, children, town leaders, and town laborers. Now why do I tell you this little bit of Japanese culture? Because I believe that in Rotary, we are all equal. We are all the same. and we all come together to help solve the problems of our local and world communities. Hadaka no Tsukiyai. Now, I was at a Rotary function a while back, and I walked into this ballroom with 600 seats. And the tables were numbered 1 through 60, and that's a lot of Rotarians. There was a lot of wine. There was a lot of Rotarians. And I glanced over my right shoulder, and I saw at the ballroom door the contingency from the Rotary Club of Chinatown refusing to step into the ballroom. So I was really puzzled, and I didn't know what was going on, so I walked over to them and I asked them what the problem was, and they said to me, Jared, they sat us at table number 44. Now, in the Chinese language, the number 4 and the word for death sound very similar. So the banquet people had seated the Chinese contingency at the double death table. Now, that really showed me the traditions and cultures that come into play as we go about our daily lives as Rotarians. This was in January. This wasn't in 1842. You know, this was last January. So we have to be aware of what's going on within our own community. So I quickly ran over to the table, I pulled the placard, I tore it up, and I pointed to the table, and they all filed in and sat down. Now, when I was at the International Assembly, the gathering of governors from around the world, there's 600 of us that wind up in San Diego in January every single year. This was a gathering where we all attended workshops, social events, and learned a tremendous amount about the world of Rotary. Now, what I noticed was that the governors, I'll wait a second here. Hurry up, hurry up. I only have so many minutes.
Intermission.
I thought that was a comedy.
Yes, yes, no, yes.
It's the first time they used that.
I
Okay,
didn't think it was a comedy.
okay.
People coming in the side door.
No additional time.
This is
Okay,
Broadway.
so what I noticed when I got there with all these governors from around the world was that they all dressed differently. They spoke different languages, and they had different customs and traditions. Just like our local Rotarians of Chinese descent, Rotarians from all over the world that had different backgrounds, life experiences, were of different ages, thoughts, and traditions. But as I came to discover, we are all similar in our love of humanity, our willingness to help each other, and our deep feelings that giving service is a meaningful life. Now, who is valuable in our membership? So, as I travel throughout our district, I get to visit all the Rotary clubs. And one of the interesting culture phenomena of Rotary is the creation of the back table. Is there one here?
Yes.
Is the creation of the back table. Now, I see for you all, it's kind of scattered here, but there's a lot of clubs that have a back table, and sometimes it's called, in our club, it's called the Alternative Lifestyles Table. Another club, it's called the Tables of Romeos. So this particular club, you have Ken and Jim, and so, anyway. So this tells you where this is going, right?
Accept that.
Yeah. So these are members who for many, many years, they sit at their table each week in the same chair, and they complain a little, and they revel in their past. Now, I personally think it's the fun table. I love listening to Ken's stories and Jim's stories and Jerry's stories, and I think it's always full of, I think that table, those people are always full of joy and laughter, and they have a lot of stories to share. Now, throughout the years, they started to leave us in various ways. Some to retirement facilities, some to their families, and others went to heaven. Now, hanging out with the ones who remain, I get to know them as grandfathers, fathers, husbands, former business owners, but most importantly, very, very kind and caring Rotarians. Now, sitting and discussing the coming of the new Rotary with them, a younger and more vibrant Rotary, the push to seek young professionals to bring our organization into the technological age scares and confuses some of them. What will Rotary look like in the future? What will happen to me? Am I the dinosaur that they speak of? Fellow Rotarians, yes, we do need young, vibrant, energetic, new members to keep our organization alive, but we also need our seasoned Rotarians, because if it were not for them, we would not be where we are today. They are Rotarians because they wanted to help. They gave their time, their dollars, and knowledge throughout the years to create one of the best service and leadership organizations in the world. Now, some of these have committed 30, 40, 50, and I have had the privilege of meeting some Rotarians in our district that have given 60 years of their lives living the Rotary motto, service above self. So please don't forget them, because all Rotarians are valuable. Now, this is why we created this year Our Legacy, Our Future event. And it's on October 8th, and it's going to be at the Hilton Burlingame Hotel. Now, it's going to have we're going to have a champagne reception, supper club entertainment, a fabulous dinner, our Rotary Foundation raffle, and many other surprises to make for a memorable evening to honor those Rotarians who have paved the way for us. We also will be having our, because it's the Rotary Foundation's 100th birthday in 2017, we have set up in District 5150 the Centennial Cruise in March 2017. So this cruise will be going from Germany to Budapest, and we'll be traveling along the Danube, and we'll be stopping and partying with the German, the Austrian, and the Hungarian Rotarians. So if we fill that boat with our Rotarians, AMA Waterways and Expedia Travel have told us that they have promised us that they will donate $50,000 to the Rotary Foundation. So please come with us, help us raise some money, but have fun while we're doing it. Now, there are two reasons why people join Rotary. What are the two reasons? Hello? Service and social friendship. Service and friendship. So service. So last night I was talking to your board of directors about your service that you provide for your community, and I was really impressed. For such a small club, you do a tremendous amount of service within your community. One of the things that I really liked about it was that Jake was now working hard with the Rotary Club of San Mateo in a collaborative effort to give dictionaries to our children. And let me connect the dots for you. Giving those dictionaries is not just, oh, we're giving dictionaries to the children. What you're showing these children and the families that they're from is that you care about them and their education, and what that means is that you are helping to elevate that child, to elevate that family, and in turn, elevate your community. It's not just a dictionary. You are doing way more than giving a book to a child. So I want to commend you on that. They were telling me about the color run and the junior diabetic organization that you give to, and all the other donations that you give to, and I've heard that there's a lot of other service projects that are coming down the road for you all. So I commend you on that, and thank you very much for your service. Now, regarding friendships and fellowship, you know, I always like walking into this room or going to an event with this club, because you never know what you're going to get. So, you know, we're always laughing and teasing and cajoling each other. You know, and if somebody's sick, somebody's over there helping them out. You know each other's children and grandchildren and what's going on in each other's lives. Are you on vacation? Are you not on vacation? I mean, you guys know too much about each other. But that's what Rotary's all about, that connection. We surround ourselves with people who either raise or lower our standards. They help us to become the best versions of ourselves or encourage us to be lesser versions of ourselves. We become like our friends. No man is great on their own. No woman is great on their own. We all need people in our lives who raise our standards, who remind us of our essential purpose and challenge us to become the best versions of who we can be. Now, when you befriend a Rotarian, you have a greater understanding of giving, caring, laughter, joy, and the goodness that we can collectively accomplish in this world. So now I'd like you to, so we were talking last night about the Facebook pages that the district has, District 5150 has, and that your club has. And that's a real good way to connect with Rotarians all around the world. So if you like my Facebook page, if you like District 5150's Facebook page, there's constant feed there about all the wonderful projects that are going on around the world and all the other Rotarians and their thoughts and process that they go through on their journey as Rotarians. So I encourage you to do that, although this one doesn't do that. And then our police force doesn't get on Facebook. And then they got their own police book. And then we have a brand new website. It's District 5150. It's Rotary5150.org. And so I encourage you all to go there because it's really an engaging website. It's constantly being built. We just opened it. We just launched it a couple of weeks ago. So get on there and give us some ideas on what you would like because it's your website. There are times in our lives when a moment, a look, a gesture, or a touch makes a huge difference to the receiver. Moments such as these are defining moments in our lives. Times when our mind remembers that experience that was so profound that it is etched in our memories forever. Sometimes those experiences cause us to internally reflect on our spirituality and our purpose in this lifetime. And sometimes those experiences calls us to action and makes us do things that we never would have thought possible. Now, I was lucky enough to join the Rotary Club of San Francisco Chinatown on a humanitarian trip to build a school in the mountainous highlands of Guatemala. Now, each day we traveled up that mountain to work alongside the villagers. We didn't go in and build the school. The villagers worked side by side with us. And it was a small 2-classroom school, so it's probably where you guys are sitting. That's as big as the school was. It was a very tiny school. Now, they knew the time and effort and the resources it took for us to get there. It was 3 planes, 2 bus rides. We stayed at a hotel in this area, in this tiny other village that was actually a village. And then we had to take another bus all the way up to the top of the mountain to help build this school. Now, but for us, it was a definite learning experience. We learned about their living conditions and lack of educational opportunities for their children due to this remote location. Those children couldn't come down the mountain every single day for school. Number one, they didn't even have the money for the bus, and some areas, there was no bus. So we learned about their culture, their family, their history, their food, their family structures, and living conditions. But most importantly, we found out what was treasured in that tiny village. Their children. As in all cultures throughout the world, are the most treasured part of their community. And each person knew that the only way to help this village survive and the only way to give their children a chance for a better life was to have this school built. So each day the community worked alongside of us Rotarians, including all of the children in that village to construct this small, meaningful building. Now, as we were leaving on our final day, the whole village, from the smallest baby to the village elders, formed a long line to thank us. And it was about 75 people. As we walked that line of gratitude, person by person, to say farewell, each one thanked us in their own language. Now, I don't speak Mayan, but I knew exactly what they were telling me. Now, in the Mayan custom, to look someone in the eye is to share a part of your soul with them. So very rarely will a Mayan look you straight in the eye as they speak with you. But as we walk that long line of gratitude, each and every person, from the youngest to the eldest, held us in their arms, looked at us directly in the eyes, soul to soul, and thanked us for giving their children, their treasures, an opportunity for an education and a better chance to succeed in this world. Whose heart have you touched and who has touched you? Fellow Rotarians, what is or was your defining moment as a Rotarian? Now this year we wanted to try something different for our district conference. How many of you have been to a district conference before? Okay, so I want all of you to come to our district conference this year, because this year, for the first time in our district's history, the district conference will be coming to you. We are bringing the celebration of Rotary to our Rotarians. Education has always been a passion of mine, whether formal education and our life lessons. The importance of continued learning has always kept me vibrant. On May 2017, our May 2017 district conference, speakers are passionate about education and our children. So let me tell you a little bit how this is going to work, because everybody goes, what? So it starts off, our district is made up of 3 counties, San Mateo, San Francisco, and Marin counties, District 5150. So we're going to start off in Mill Valley, Friday night. We're in Mill Valley at the Mill Valley Community Center. The keynote speaker, her name is Cassie Ng. I really want you to hear her, and let me tell you why. Cassie is 13 years old, and she's a humanitarian that has made a huge impact in the Philippines with her initiative, Cassie's Bag of Dreams. Now, when she was 6 years old, she told her parents she didn't need a birthday party, she didn't need birthday presents. She wanted to fill backpacks with school supplies to take to the children in the Philippines. Wow. So she did that, and they went to the Philippines. This year, she turned 13 years old. She has returned every single year since she was 6. And this year, she's 13 years old, and she took over 600 backpacks to the children there. Now, the children that she's targeted are in the garbage dumps of Manila. Manila is a huge metropolis, and they have these big garbage dumps right smack dab in the middle of the city. Now, if you've ever seen the photos of these children, I guarantee you no Rotarian in this room could walk away from these children. They are gleaning food out of the garbage dumps just to survive on a daily basis. Now, she goes every single year. That's what she does on her summer vacation. She doesn't go to the beach. She goes to the garbage dumps of Manila. She's a fabulous speaker and will tell us her story of love, compassion, and life-saving efforts for the children of these trash dumps. Now, I wanted you to hear her because she's the prime example of the power of our youth. Now, on Saturday, we moved the district conference to San Francisco. So now we're in a different county, and we are at the Delancey Street Conference Center on the Embarcadero in San Francisco. The speaker is Jean Irwin. Now, Jean Irwin, she's an ambassadorial scholar, and she's a teacher for the deaf. Our Rotary dollars paid for her master's education to go to England to learn how to teach deaf children how to speak. It's almost an impossible feat. She learned how to do it there in England. In return, she has gone throughout the world teaching other teachers how to teach deaf children how to speak. That's where your Rotary Foundation dollars went. Now, she is, for this conference, for our conference, She's very well versed in literacy, so she will speak about how we as Rotarians can help increase literacy in our local and global communities. She's entertaining, she's very, very quirky, she's funny, she's humorous, she's a lot of fun. She's one of the premier speakers in the Rotary world. So I encourage you to come and hear her speak and celebrate with us in San Francisco on Saturday morning. Now Saturday night, we moved down here to the peninsula, and we will be at, and this is a major feat because there's 30 volunteers that is working on our district conference. They're schlepping and doing and moving and everything like that. They're coming now to the Rotary, to the Hotel Sofitel in Redwood Shores. Now Saturday night, we're very, very fortunate to have Michael Urick speak. And he is he's the premier instructor for all the governors on the west coast of the United States. Alaska down to San Diego, Nevada, Arizona, Idaho, and Hawaii. So he's the one that teaches all of us what to do to become governors. He's also the curriculum director for PETS training. So all the presidents that go to PETS are learning the curriculum that he's set up. And Dave is one of our instructors at PETS. We're very lucky. And he's the one that teaches everybody what to do and how to train our presidents. Now he's also the Sonoma County Assistant Superintendent of Schools, and he's a Rotarian in San Mateo County. He'll be sharing his views on the state of California's educational system and why we are ranked so low in the country. There's reports that we are 43rd out of 50 in the United States. There's also reports that say we are 47 out of 50 in the United States. So I know many, many educators, and I see their devotion and their love of their children and the gift of learning that they keep giving every single day. So I ask why we in California are ranked so low. I ask questions all the time. Why? And so join us in hearing what we as local Rotarians can do to be a part of the solution. You know, every single time I say the word 43rd or 47th, a lot of people shake their heads, they nod their heads, they shake their heads, they're really sad. What are we doing as Rotarians to be a part of the solution to help elevate our treasures, our children, to a better education? Now on Sunday morning, we have I'm bringing in somebody really fun. Her name's Catherine Kwan. And she is, she's a former student of mine, and she went to MIT. And she now works as a programmer and mobile app instructor at Google. Now, what is the future of mobile applications other than Pokemon Go? And how will this technology help in educating the world? Our future is predicated upon our youth. So how are we connecting education and their lifestyles to elevate learning? Catherine will be speaking about her experiences at Google and her thoughts on the future of mobile applications. And finally, we are honored to have past District Governor Deepa Willingham as our Rotary International President's representative. Now, Deepa is a woman of distinguished service from the United States White House and of Rotary International. She is a phenomenal force of nature. And she's going to be speaking at our district conference also. She's the founder and president of PACE Universal, an organization dedicated to nurturing the educational, health, nutritional, social, and cultural development of girls in impoverished areas of India and other parts of the world. Now, of course, at our district conference, we will have entertainment, lots of entertainment, fun, laughter, and we will be celebrating. That's what the district conference is all about. It's learning and celebrating the great works that our clubs have done throughout the year. And I'd like to share with you some important information. So this right here is our district directory. And so we give that to you. This is all of our district leadership. So if you take a look on this side, it has everybody that has volunteered to help our district. And these are all the chairs. They have phone numbers and emails. You can connect with them any time that you want. Now, they are sitting at their desks waiting for you to call them or email them. Anything that you want, they're there to help. I paid them $0 because they're all Rotary volunteers, but I told them, as I've told Dave, that I will double their salary at the end of the year if they're successful.
There you go.
On this side is all of our assistant governors and our area foundation coordinators, and you have two sitting in this room. You have your assistant governor, and you have your area foundation coordinator sitting in this room. So you're very lucky to have that type of leadership. So please utilize the leadership to help you be more successful. And then this is a window sticker. You can put it in your car, or you can put it on your office window if you want to. This is E-Ray, every Rotarian every year. And then I also gave you a pin. A district governor is supposed to create a pin. I'm not into pins. I'm an anomaly in Rotary. But this one is special to me because it has 3 books and it symbolizes the 3 areas of our district. And it's on a black background because I believe that literacy and education brings us out of darkness. And lastly, I'd like you to take a look at our district banner. This is the brand new logo, and you will be using this logo from now on. Not District 5150, you'll be using San Mateo Sunrise. And it's made up of 3 counties. Can you see this? 3 counties?
Looks like too much like it.
Yeah. Somebody said it looks like Gorbachev's forehead.
A little bit too much.
Rotarian.
Oh, yeah.
So, as you can see, I did not put boundaries. It's probably him that said it. As you can see, I did not put boundary lines on this map because I believe we are one district with no boundaries. We are all interconnected in our belief that being a Rotarian connects you with like-minded people. People who want to help their communities, to mentor and educate our children, to take care of our elderly, and to meet social injustice with solutions, and to provide resources for our local and international projects. And it is important to note that that we are District 5150. It is not the district. We are District 150. It is our district. 2016-17 is our Rotary year. No governor, no president owns a year. It is our Rotary year. Fellow Rotarians, brothers and sisters, we are one district made up of many clubs who honor our fellow Rotarians, who are inclusive in our membership, who understands our differences and similarities, and who strive for a better world on a daily basis. We are one Rotary family. Thank you. So, how much time do I have here, Dave?
Couple minutes.
Okay, so the baskets. All right, so talking to Jake last night, he kind of missed the boat, but you know, it's Jake. So, so what happens is we auction off the basket amongst the club members, and the club members decide how much they want to buy the basket for. And so several clubs have gotten together within their clubs, and they have collectively bought the basket. So I got to tell you, it's been very, very competitive. I hear that your club is donating, how much?
$250, and because I missed the boat, $100 additional for me, so $350.
So $350 from your club, which is a very nice gift. Thank you very much. And so that will go specifically to those people who donated your Paul Harris Fellow. So your foundation chair has to figure out how to enter all of those donations into your foundation, into their foundation accounts for their Paul Harris Fellow. And he's nodding his head.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much for that. This basket, which is a crazy awesome basket, is going to go to the next club. So this is how it goes. It goes from club to club to club. This basket is going to go to the Rotary Club of Pacifica. I meet with them on Monday. Tuesday. On Monday night. Tuesday. So,
And I'm going to bid on it.
Just to let you know, Dave is in the Rotary Club of Pacifica, because when we saw what was in here, I said, I'm gonna bid on that. So, just to let you know, I want to share with you how competitive these presidents have become. The Rotary Club of Sausalito just bid $4,370 for their basket. They were crazy.
Yeah.
They went crazy. Yeah, and they were just throwing money left and right across the room, so it was really good. So, thank you very much, and I don't know how you're gonna divide this, but you figured this out. This is from the Rotary Club of Sausalito, SeaTac, kayaking on the bay, a whole day of SeaTac, and then they also give you 2 tickets to their Art and Wine Festival in Sausalito, which is hundreds of thousands of people go. So that's Labor Day weekend, and then a couple bottles of wine and their logos, their logo of their club. So thank you very much for letting me come today. I really always enjoy hanging out with the seasoned Rotarians, and I hope to see you all at the foundation event on October 8th.
Yeah, I know.
Bring them back.
All right, so can we do the raffle real quick? Oh,
That's good, that's seasoned, that's better than mature.
We like you.
I like that.
You like it.
Yeah.
our winner is 614.
Oh, oil.
Not even close.
614.
It's close there too. Oh, my God.
With the boots and everything.
Yes. That's an awesome basket. There's a week vacation in Cancun? Where?
Cancun, yeah.
Cancun.
It's a 5-day, 4-night stay in Cancun.
As well as all the other stuff.
And there's dinner tickets to the vault, $100 worth, and then 4 bottles of wine, chocolates, and a real nice kit with
Thank you.
Downtown.
All right, can we also...
It's a nice restaurant.
Can we go through the 4-way test? Jim, can you finish off, please, with the 4-way test?
Okay, we stand, and everything we think and say or do is the truth. Is fair to all concerned.
will it better friendships? Is it beneficial to all concerned?
Thank you very much.
International Service Committee today.
Thank you very much.
Normally the meeting,
Very nice.
today we didn't have How would you explain you guys?
Yeah, who's Ron? Ron Good. And another event, like,
Normally it's not. That's where it's going to be fresh.
hopefully everybody has it.
Oh, it will. Yeah, so it's
Thank you, sir. So you enjoyed fly fishing, huh? First time you ever did it?
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? I mean, to really,
Really cool.
yeah, I mean, it really
And
is.
as the guide said, the great thing about fly fishing is trout don't live in areas that are, they only live in areas that are beautiful.
Yeah, they don't live in the nasty stuff. No, you're right. Yeah. I mean, one, the scenery is beautiful. And, yeah.
I didn't care what the kind of fish it was. I may not be smart or strong. I know all these trips in Montana, the almost every one of them, they fish from rivers.
Oh, because the water's so deep?
They just drift the river.
Oh, really? They just drifted? Oh, yeah. Because normally, I've fly fished in California, you know, you walk out and wait. You know, and you don't very rarely get the boats. I mean, the boat fishing normally is, you know, bottom fish and stuff like that, you know, not over live fishing, but they can just sit down there and relax with a cup of coffee. Now, that wouldn't be bad.
John, I didn't know whether you wanted me to.
And you know, there's even a
So there's that Rotary action group, remember I was talking about the traffic? Look at that.
Don't forget, I have the extra tickets if anybody wants to take some to their office.
And then,
Take them home? Gonna cut in front of me again?
sell it so it doesn't fall off.
Bye, ladies.
Bye, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Until next time. Bye-bye.
Send me some invites, I'll come.
Okay.
And then that has, you know, all the internet front, and then the last there is a list of what other clubs are doing around the world. You know,
That's related.
share with something.
I think some of what we're going to do is gonna, I mean, if we can get this color over Bloody Mary thing going, let's generate some service. And what we possibly could afford to do.
No, the project there. And I'd like for our because we need only Jake said for this year he wants only one international service project. But the project fair is different where in other parts of the world groups of Rotary clubs go and they share the project and excursion.
Then are you one of those? He'll never let you get
Right? I think it'll be exciting.
I think
And so
what
what
I'd like to see the club get more involved in a basis.
yes. So
So that's why it's
Only two of us live in the same town.
coming up here having.
We now consider ourselves San
What is the location of
He lives in Redwood City.
the chamber building?
He lives in Redwood City. I'm in Hill City.
Huge thing.
Dave was working his phone.
And we could. I would also like to. Water projects going.
Are $175 a year, and we donate
But not
about $200 to
do it
charity
ourselves in
and
coordination with other.
and this is
That's what I don't know.
we'll go through it again. But,
Yeah, so when we have our
the interesting thing is,
I give you an email, let me know when.
I had a choice when I retired.
It's either
What time is
Tuesday
it?
or Wednesday.
Is that a big building on
My best friend that comes on the big one.
The street that you turn on
And so,
is,
yeah, and then we can.
yes, and it's right over where
So this one, we all know really well.
What,
And we're all sisters and brothers, and we're picking on each other's cards. Now,
Then the other one, project fair for the club.
once you get there, 'cause you got all the leaves, you got all the stuff.
Because, you know, for continued.
I sold the apples, campus, and the oil, and then
Okay,
the Bay Bridge,
that's
and
which
we
one?
did the.
Project
Yeah,
fair.
yeah,
Yeah, following year.
That's what it's not gonna run. It's not gonna work.
Look out,
I will. I said, okay, I was gonna pay $250. And then I committed $100. So I Good. But I didn't tell her that. I said, oh, you know, the
You can't do that.
you know, I don't want to bring that up.
The whole year was
So that was that.
I'm not much of following rules.
So yeah, you're welcome.
I am going to need help filling out the paperwork with the basket donation. We have 17, counting on 17 members, splitting the 250s. Why wouldn't we split it at 18? Are we
I'm 18.
Excuse me.
Okay. But you should also be
So part of that too.
I would think you can take the 18, take the 350 divided by 18, and then you would get no, you take 250 divided by 18. So I'm gonna need help with how you know that the form that goes into RI?
No, you have to send me a copy, or if you have it, then I can help you. Do you have it with you? So this is from Mike Walker here.
Oh, you want me to give this to Mike?
Please, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
That's what I said.
I thought that, oh, okay.
Right here, Ken.